Today on Zane Explains, we're talking about one of the most beautiful pieces of engineering ever made, the record player. No Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or digital compression, just physics. And somehow, it sings. Let's start with something simple. A vinyl record does not store music digitally, it stores sound physically. When music is recorded in a studio, microphones convert sound waves into electrical signals. That electrical signal is then used to cut a spiral groove into a master disc. That groove is not decorative, it's the sound. If you zoomed in under a microscope, you'd see the groove wiggles left and right. Those microscopic side-to-side movements represent the shape of the original sound wave. Sound is vibration. The groove is vibration frozen into plastic. When you place the needle, or what's known as the stylus, onto the record, something extraordinary happens. The stylus sits inside that tiny groove. As the record spins, the groove forces the stylus to vibrate in exactly the same pattern that was carved into it. The record rotates at a precise speed, usually 33 1/3 or 45 revolutions per minute. That constant rotation ensures timing accuracy. The stylus doesn't glide smoothly. It vibrates thousands of times per second. Those vibrations travel up into the cartridge, which contains either a magnet and coil or tiny magnets moving near coils. Here's where physics flexes. When a magnet moves near a coil of wire, it induces an electrical current. That's Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, discovered in the 1830s. Mechanical vibration becomes electrical signal. The cartridge converts the physical movement of the stylus into a tiny electrical signal that mirrors the original sound wave. Tiny is not an exaggeration. The signal coming off a record is often just a few millivolts. It's fragile, vulnerable, honest. That tiny signal is too weak to drive speakers directly, so it passes into a phono preamp. But here's the twist. Records are not cut with flat frequency response. Low frequencies are reduced, and high frequencies are boosted during mastering. This is called the RIAA equalization curve. Why? Because deep bass would make the groove too wide, and high frequencies would get buried in surface noise. So during playback, the preamp applies the reverse curve. Bass is restored, treble is balanced. It's an elegant cheat code. Once amplified, the electrical signal travels to the speakers. Speakers are basically the process in reverse. Electrical current flows through a coil attached to a cone. The coil sits inside a magnetic field. As current changes, the coil moves. The cone pushes air. Moving air is sound. So the path is this: air to microphone to electrical signal, to physical groove to mechanical vibration, to electrical signal to moving air. A full circle of physics. People describe vinyl as warm. Scientifically, that warmth comes from subtle harmonic distortion, mechanical limitations, and analog signal behavior. Records can't perfectly reproduce extreme highs or ultra-deep bass. There's surface noise. There's slight compression. Your brain interprets those imperfections as character. Digital audio aims for mathematical precision. Vinyl embraces physical reality. It's imperfect, and that's the charm. Here's the part that fascinates me. There's a diamond tip dragging through plastic at thousands of vibrations per second, and somehow it doesn't destroy the music instantly. Tracking force is carefully calibrated, usually between 1 and 2 grams, just enough pressure to stay in the groove, not enough to carve a new one. It's a controlled act of friction. A record player is not nostalgic technology, it's mechanical memory. You're literally hearing the physical shape of sound carved into matter. No code, no algorithm, just vibration, magnetism, and motion. The universe runs on waves. Vinyl just lets you touch them. So what's next? Comment your science topics down below, and until next time, this has been Dr. Marcus Zane, former head of research for the NHA.